Oh my. Hey, Linda. Hold on, I'm just trying to, hey Jana, just trying to get the camera stabilized on a tree branch. Hey. Okay, we're out in the middle of the forest. We do have connection at home, but Heath was taking me on the four-wheeler up on the ridges above our house. So I'm too out of shape to climb those trails as steep as they are right now, so I had him use the birthday present to bring me up. And it's gorgeous up here. So yeah, field trip. So we are, you know where we usually talk from on my deck? And you look behind us is that stream. Straight up from there, we're up on that ridge. I can. Oh, let's see. I can back up here. Smothered by comments. Okay, so it's raining off and on, and so it's super muggy, but it's also a little bit chilly on my skin. So now let's see. Let me see what I did with the oil. Talking today about vetiver. Gosh, I hope I didn't drop it. Keith, is that oil bottle over there? Hang on, I'll be right back. I want to show you the bottle, not that it matters that much. Nope. Okay, nope, can't find it. We're not going to worry about it. Okay, we're not going to worry about it. Oh, you see my painting clothes. So vetiver, oh, I just found it. Here it is, vetiver. You can see the labels all beat up because this one and peppermint and a couple others go with me everywhere I go. You will need to Google the research. Okay, there's quite a lot of research on this with children. Terry Friedman, Dr. Terry Friedman, 2002. Google vetiver and Dr. Terry Friedman, Friedman, maybe MANN. You can also just Google vetiver in children 2002, and you should be able to come up with the research. Because of the FDA stuff, I can't tell you directly myself since I make money off this hycin, and you know, the FDA is really restrictive. Yeah, Friedman or vetiver 2002 right there. Thank you, Jana. That will get you to the research that's very, very interesting. And you'll want to see that. Sin, we're out in the forest above our house. We're taking the four-wheeler, which was my husband's birthday present for, well, he's already driven it all over the place, but I had him take me out today. So vetiver comes from a tree native to India. And I dragged my little book along. Yeah, right? I wish that I could, so straight out from me, behind the camera, is the Blue Ridge Mountains, or the tail end of the Appalachians. We're really close to the terminus of the Appalachian Trail. But you can't see it because of the distance. I tried to set the camera up where you guys could see that, the mountains, but it's too cloudy for one thing, and the distance is just too great. So the book I'm giving you information from is this one, Essential Oil Pocket Reference. You'll hear it called EOPR. There's a desk reference, which is larger, and you'll hear that called EODR. So when you hear oil people referring to EOPR and EODR, it's this book they're talking about. So vetiver has been a lifesaver for me. So without putting a medical label on it, I do struggle with scattered focus. Let's just say that. My attention wanders a lot. I tend to get scattered bursts of ideas, and then I can just, wander around the house moving a lot, but not really accomplishing a lot. So, that just sort of whirling dervish kind of activity, but without a lot of tangible production at the end of it. Vetiver reminds me of the forest. The forest is the place where I feel the most at home. The forest in Colorado, the forest here. I definitely have shiny object syndrome, and sometimes it's worse than others. And I feel like not enough attention is given to adults with shiny object syndrome. Yeah, you know who else is good for information for that? Not necessarily oils, but for that kind of energetic brain, is Daniel Amen, Dr. Daniel Amen, A-M-E-N. He has some good stuff on adults and different types of shiny object syndrome. So vetiver comes from Haiti and Ecuador. It's steam distilled from the root. So it's extremely labor intensive. Thank you. I really appreciate you doing that, Jana. Steam distilled from the roots. So it's hard to get. It's hard to get, and it takes a lot of product to get a little oil. And Young Living oils are extremely concentrated. They're not diluted with a thing. Some of the blends have a little bit of almond oil in them, or fractionated coconut oil, but they're never chemically distilled, and they never have any chemical additives. In fact, Young Living will stop selling an oil and just say, sorry guys, we're out, rather than extend the existing product with fillers. You know, no hot dog fillers for our oils. Vetiver. Okay, steam distilled from the root. My point in that it's difficult to get, and it's hard to get, and there's only a few areas to get, is it does make it one of the more expensive oils. It's not like radically expensive, and because it smells really earthy, and I don't want to smell like a dirty hippie, then I just smell it. I just carry it, I smell it, I steam diffuse it, I put it in the diffuser a lot. It also helps calm my cats down. If the cats are banana pants, then I put 1 or 2 drops of vetiver with only one drop of German chamomile, because that stuff will knock your socks off. It smells so strong, but it's super effective with the animals in getting them to settle down. It's well known for anti-inflammatory properties and traditionally used for arthritis. That's not what we're saying, it's just what the book says. So it's good for anxiety. So since we generally on Mondays talk about the emotional uses and the more internal state of mind uses for the oils, it's good. It's occasional anxiety or worries or scattered mind or just having trouble getting yourself together. So this morning I had a lot of trouble getting myself together. I kind of woke up in that weird in-between state where you're not really awake and you're not really asleep, and you can't really wake up, but you can't go back to sleep either. So I used a lot of peppermint huffing this morning, and then I switched. Once I felt my brain waking up a little bit, I switched to vetiver because I was having a hard time settling down and getting focused on what I needed to accomplish today. And I actually have a pretty long to-do list. So it says psychologically grounding, calming, and stabilizing, helps us cope with stress, may help with recovery from emotional issues. Terry Friedman, here it is, Friedmann, did some clinical tests. So that you'll want to check out. Hey, how are you? We're in the forest today. Well, we're always in the forest, but we're just more in the forest today. So you can use it by putting 2 to 4 drops on your body. You can put it on your chakra points. You can inhale directly or diffuse it, and that's the 2 methods that I use. You can take it as a dietary supplement. I haven't, and again, it's not my preferred method of oil use, but a lot of people do like to put a drop of oil with some coconut oil in a vegetable cap and take it internally with some food or in a spoon. I mean, different people do it different ways. It also says gargle with mouthwash. I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah, I don't take them internally usually. Although oregano is really I've been sick all week, and 3 doses of oregano in a capsule turned the corner for me this week. Base of head helps my kid out. The vetiver. When I have a lot to do and I'm not sure where to start, the first thing I do is put vetiver in the diffuser. Yeah. So the base of the neck, You could probably put it on the throat. If I'm wearing oils, I put them on my wrist, usually, so I can smell them well. The information that I just read to you out of this book is ridiculously short. Helps calm her to settle at night. Yeah, I've used it for sleeping too because of my restlessness. I don't use cedarwood, which is another one. Wave hi, Heath. Say hello. That's Heath in the background. And our spine to prepare for sleeping. So, yeah. So I've done that too and found it really helpful. I've also run the diffuser at night and found it helpful. The other commonly prescribed oil for occasional sleeplessness is cedarwood. And I can't use that when it gives me nightmares. It said that it increases melatonin activity. I believe that may be true because I can't take melatonin pills or I have nightmares. So when I used to work overnights, I could never take those pills. And cedarwood does the same thing. If I use the Tranquil Roll-On, which a lot of people have really good success with sleeping, and we've used that on my twin granddaughters, and my daughter-in-law uses it. So that it's very popular, successful oil, but if I use it more than a couple of days, then I start to have those wicked nightmares, just like I used to have when I tried taking melatonin tablets. So I don't use it. However, the good thing about oils is because our bodies are all different and we have a zillion gazillion oils to choose from, you can keep experimenting until you find the one that works. Ooh, that's some serious fog going on there. If one doesn't work for you, there's other options to try. So cedarwood doesn't work for me. Peace and Calming works. It's okay. It's not my favorite. Vetiver's my favorite. Peace and Calming I like. I feel like there's another one I'm forgetting. Oh, Rutavala. Rutavala. I call it Rutabaga. That's not accurate. Don't listen to me. That one helps too. Also smells like the devil's feet. Oh, it smells so bad. But it really does work. That one works. Rutavala works for me. Vetiver works for me. Rutavala will also make me calm down in a similar way that the vetiver does. The thing, and I've talked to you guys about this before, that there's an energy that if you're a sensitive person or intuitive, you can hold the bottle and you can feel the difference in the energy of a high quality oil. I don't. I smell the bottle or I diffuse it. I can't stand the smell. So I just diffuse it so I don't have to smell it long term. Or I just take a hit off of it. I do a lot of just smelling the oils. I don't wear a lot of them. So the energy in vetiver reminds me of where we are, which is why I wanted to, partly because I've been using this one today, but partly because if you've ever gone hiking in the forest or been camping or spent time in the forest, they last forever for me. And these oils don't go rancid. So unless I'm diffusing one a lot, I've had this bottle. Well, you can see how beat up the label is. It's like it's just beat to hell. Because it's been all over the country. It's been to Seattle. This is a well-traveled oil. It's been here. It's been to Florida. It's been to Nashville. It goes with me everywhere. But it does last forever. So the energy of this oil for me is the forest. I didn't have it with me. I should have, right? I should have doused myself in it before we went to Disney. It's the forest floor. There's a particular smell in the forest, and that automatically triggers relaxation for me. So vetiver reminds me of that. It captures that. It captures that sense of the forest for me, which is immediately grounding. Oh my gosh, look at my glasses. I can't see a thing. Yeah, lavender and peppermint. Peppermint goes with me everywhere too for stomach stuff and for waking up. It really helped me a lot wake up today. So the mood shifting tool, yeah, right? Who can live without peppermint? Once you get hooked on oils, you will be addicted to peppermint. Yeah, it's super humid. It's been raining and it's humid here anyway. The mood shifting tool is this. Get your butt out into nature. Whether you have a four-wheeler or not, get out into the woods. Get out, take a walk in a public park. There's documented research that indicates being around trees and plants lowers your blood pressure, does all these amazing things for you. Michelle, Google that research. Were you here for Terry Friedman's research? It's Terry Friedman, Friedmann, 2002. I have adult shiny object syndrome is what we're going to call it. Yeah, so Google that, and it's inexpensive to try. Yeah, it's an expensive oil. It's worth every penny. I'd be really surprised if you didn't see some results from it. And you already have your Oil Connect, right? So you could get yourself some. Yeah, so it helps me a lot. I was a real oil skeptic in the beginning, and over time I've become more and more of a diehard recommender because I've tried it out. If I need to try things out for myself to make sure that they actually work before I go off recommending them to other people. I feel ultra responsible when I'm recommending something like a book or a program or something. I feel really responsible. So I've tried these on myself. For me, they work. For my family, they work. I haven't tried the kids' sleepy eyes. I haven't even looked at it, actually. Probably should because of the twins. So the mood shift is get out in nature today if you can. You guys probably have heard of earthing, where, it's just a fancy name for putting your feet in the dirt. I don't know why we have to make things so jazzy. But just go outside and put your feet in the dirt. I actually read an article recently that said people who garden with their hands have less depression than others because there's microbes in the soil that get absorbed into your bloodstream and may have some impact on serotonin levels. So put your feet in the dirt and let everything else around you and in your head go. Give yourself 5 minutes. Give yourself 15 minutes. Take a book if you need to. But get outside, put your feet in the dirt, take a walk in a park, touch the plants with your hands, and don't use Purell afterward. It's just dirt. It won't hurt you. It really won't. So that's your mood shift tool today. Get yourself into nature. And even in like the concrete jungle, hopefully you have a house plant. You can get the same benefits from sitting and focusing on a house plant. Plants are life, right? Amen, sister. Plants are life to us. So get yourself connected to that life. It's very cleansing. It's very centering. So if you are scattered and you don't have vetiver, go into get yourself connected to some nature. Yeah, absolutely. Those were all the emojis I wanted to put in the title, but then it makes it too long to put out on Twitter. So it will clear your mind. And if you can make it a daily practice to get out into nature, get your feet in the dirt, get your hands in the dirt, that's a good thing. It's a great mood shifter. Your mood will shift in just 5 minutes because when you get outside, you will naturally start breathing deeper. When you walk barefoot on the ground or sit with your feet on the ground, you will find, and you can come back and tell me I'm wrong, but you will find that your body will naturally take a deep breath, like that kind of deep sigh. You'll just naturally do it because your body needs it. We're animals. Our bodies are animals, and they need to be in the woods. So, mood shift tool for Monday, get your butt out into nature somewhere, stick your hand in a potted plant if you have to, do whatever you can to find a piece of living plant life to connect to. And then if you have shiny object syndrome, you have scattered thoughts, or you want the centering piece that comes with being in the woods, this is a good bet. Okay, so we have a lot of clouds moving in, and do you know what? I actually have better reception here in the middle of the forest than at my stupid house with my stupid DSL. calming, stabilizing vetiver, calming, stabilizing nature. Okay, I'm going to go. You're welcome. And Michelle, if you have any questions, let me know. If you'll find that stuff really easily, so that's not a big deal. But if you have questions about how I've used it or what impact it's had on me, let me know and I can talk to you about that. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for hanging out in our forest. This isn't the top part of our land, but it's right next to it. Oh, it looks the same, right? Trees, leaves, the occasional dog. The dog's behind me. See him? Say hi, Buck. Hi, Buck. Remember the picture of the dogs on our porch? That's one of them. Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. He's going around in the forest with us today. Are you going to sing? You going to sing? Can you hear him? Scratching his belly in the leaves. What a dork. No, he's the neighbor's. You know those pictures I post sometimes of this dog and a little black and tan? They're not ours, but they stay at our house because we give them canned food and we give them a bed. So he's grounding himself. Yeah, he's rubbing his belly in the dirt. Yeah, they do. We're like pet magnets. We really are. It's a blessing and a curse. Okay, say bye, Bucky. Now he's eating a stick because he's a weirdo. All right, you guys have a good day. I'll see you in the morning for Course in Miracles work. And find yourself a piece of nature to connect to. Talk to you later and DM me for any questions. My Twitter and Periscope handles are the same. Okay, bye-bye. Bye, Linda. Bye, Jana, everybody. Michelle, Susan. I missed all the names. I think I saw a Heather in there. Appreciate you stopping by.